What's up, everybody? Just a quick video here. I know I don't get on here much. I don't make too much content. I really don't pay attention to it. But I was watching a couple of videos of some dudes that I do watch on a regular basis, and they mentioned something about the hater world, Blue Devil, uh, talking about dudes from Fresno. Now I'm not here to defend them. I'm not here to disrespect anybody, north or south. I'll be straight up. I'm from Fresno. I talk to people that are Southsiders. Actually, I talk to people that are bigger than Southsiders. If you know, then you know. They're just not no ordinary Southsiders. Uh, I talk to dudes that are Norteños. Both sides, they're active in their own way. That's their business. But as a man, we talk to each other like a man. And we do stuff for each other. Favors, you know. You need a ride, I'll give you a ride. You need a few dollars, I'll give you a few dollars. Um, you need somebody to get fucked up, somebody will get fucked up. But that's as far as it goes. We're on a communication level, a business level. Now I don't run around out here in the streets. I'm retired from all that shit. But I do pay attention and I do know things that they tell me. But that's between me and them. Both sides. We're on an eye to eye level. They know where I stand, I know where they stand. Whatever they have against whoever, that's their business. If anything becomes an issue with someone that I know, they'll get at me and we'll take care of it. If an issue comes up with someone that they know, I'll get at them and they'll take care of it. And trust me, they take care of it. They don't care where I'm from, they don't care how I grew up. What they care about is how I get at them on a respectful level as a man. So when this subject came up, we talked about it. I didn't bring it up, they didn't bring it up. It was just part of the conversation. Somebody pulled up the video and we just started laughing about it. Now the thing is, what caught my attention is this character, Blue Devil. When I was speaking to these these older dudes, that are Southerners, I noticed that they were more pissed off at this motherfucker than I was. I was laughing. They was the one licking their chops. And why? Because if he's gonna represent them and he's gonna come on YouTube and talk about somebody on TikTok, how stupid does that look? Hater World, Blue Devil, you look just as stupid as a motherfucker on TikTok. And I don't got no problem saying it. And I know the first thing you're gonna say is, why aren't I showing my face? Who am I? I'm making videos and I don't want to expose myself. But that's for my own personal reasons. And that reason why, not that I gotta explain it to you, but I'll tell it to you guys for those of you that never heard me. Like I said, I was retired from all the bullshit. I work with the schools, with my kids' schools. I do things for them. I do fundraisers for them. I help them with their charities. I help them with their carnivals. And I'm a chaperone from time to time when they go on field trips. So when there's a PTA meeting, they call and invite me. See, they don't know I'm on YouTube. And I would prefer it stay that way because I don't want them to know what I used to be. They know me as who I am now, not what I used to be. So when you come on here and see this, if you do see this, it might not even get you and it might not. But just this video is just in case it does. Because I wanted to tell you personally that you look just as stupid as that other dude. If that's what you're calling him. Uh, what'd you say, a TikToker? But you're a YouTuber. Now I know I don't got no followers, I don't got no subscribers, I don't got none of that shit. I don't do this for a living. I just make a video whenever something catches my attention. With that, I'm gonna add the whole world saw you pee on your pants when you got into that little argument with Whack 100. The whole world was laughing at you. You see, one thing about these dudes from Fresno, and I'm not gonna try to, you know, put them on a pedestal or nothing like that, because that's not what I'm here to do. But one thing about them, they run fades every day with black dudes. They kick it with black dudes. They talk to black dudes. It's like nothing is new when it comes to black and Mexican over here where we live. So running a head up fade with one, it's just a normal day. In your case, this dude went in your space. And after you called him a rat and a snitch, you didn't even speak about that. Now I wonder what you would have did if he would have asked you when he was right there. But of course he didn't know at the time. But that's neither here nor there. My point is, he told you in front of the world that he'll beat your motherfucking ass. That right there alone, you're a disgrace. You're a disgrace to the brown people. You're a disgrace to your hood. You're a disgrace to your homies. You're a disgrace to the South. Now I know that because your own homies told me that. Yeah, nobody has done nothing to you. And I don't know the reason why. Maybe they don't feel that you're worth it. Maybe they're going to wait until they catch you slipping. Maybe they'll never catch you. Maybe you never come out. I don't know what it is, but that's between you and them. What I do know is you broke it down to another race. And this ain't no shout out against the blacks. I got all respect for the blacks. I got all respect for everybody that respects me. But this is simply about you. You bow down to this dude after he said he'll beat your motherfucking ass. You peed in your pants. Now I don't know how anybody else feels, but to me, you have no right to speak negative about anybody. Black, white, Chinese, uh, Mexican, one hood, another hood. You know, all your shit that comes out your mouth is all bullshit. You're allowed to talk. That's all you do is talk. You got 20 fades lined up and you haven't taken one. But like I said, maybe people are just sitting and waiting. Maybe they're gonna let you fuck up, which probably won't never happen. You know, maybe once everything dies down, maybe your own homies will do you in. You know, a lot of times when people think about doing something smart, you know, they think about it really good. They let shit die down. You know, so once it goes away, nobody suspects anybody from doing nothing. You know what I'm saying? That's gangster shit. You don't know about that. You don't even know about the the color you're representing. You don't know about that either. Because if you did, you'll have enough common sense to know that all this shit that you do on YouTube, all this shit talking that you do, you make people look bad. And like I said, your own homies speak on you. They don't give a fuck about you, you know. But you're a nobody, so they're not gonna waste their time going to look for you. And I don't think anybody else is. The only one that was willing to do that was Whack 100, and that's because you already let him in your house or in your studio, whatever the fuck it is, garage. I don't know what the fuck it is. You know, you let that man in there. You took that phone call or that live on his clubhouse, and you let that man just talk down on you so bad that I don't even think a real mutt would respect you. And they're supposed to be man's best friends. So all that shit you're talking, you never even been to prison. You never even been around anybody from Fresno. You never been around a northerner. You never been nowhere. So how can you even talk? Every time you mention something about somebody from up north or Fresno or anywhere, every time you mention something about somebody, it just makes you look that much stupider. Maybe that's why you're gaining weight, because you're talking shit about people too much. So your calories aren't being burnt, you know, they're being stored. And every time you talk shit, you store more fat. You know, that's why they say big people eat a lot. That's why they get big. In your case, you talk a lot. That's why you get big. You know, so go ahead and go on here and, make a video about me, mention my name, whatever. Do whatever you want to do. But I know one thing for sure. I won't turn down no fade. Not from nobody. Not from no black dude, especially no black dude. We'll run it and then we'll kick it. But I'm not gonna turn it down. He whips my ass, I whip his. It don't matter. We're gonna run it and then we're gonna kick it. Cause I don't hold no grudges. I won't hold no grudge against you. Matter of fact, I wouldn't even mind running that fade with you. And I'm 50 years old. And I bet you I could still run it with you. And with my confidence, I'll probably whip your motherfucking ass. Cause you're a little bitch. Bitches talk too much. You're worse than a cell soldier. So I know about that shit because I can talk about that shit. I've been there and done that. You haven't. The most thing you probably ever did, I seen your little video clips or whatever, you little holding a little gun, little sucked up motherfucker, whatever. So, you know, I'm not gonna say you never did nothing because I don't know. But I know what you're doing now is bullshit. And you're going on here talking about another dude on TikTok. I went and checked him out. And he's got some viral shit. I checked out his views. I checked out his likes. I checked out a couple of yours. And they're nowhere near his. So apparently somebody's doing something better than the other. You know. Yeah, he speaks on a lot of shit. He's a youngster. He speaks on a lot of shit. He never been in jail. He said it in his video. He never been in jail. He never went to prison. You know. So what makes you, obligated to speak on him? You never been to jail either. You never been to prison either. You come on here and talk a lot of shit too. The only thing between that man and you is you turn down the fade in front of the world. In front of the world. Matter of fact, there was an audience on that clubhouse. None of them were our skin color. And you turn down that fade. You're a disgrace. You're a little fat fuck. Fuck you. You're a little bitch.